Welcome back to Irish Strength Training, guys. So a lot of you are aware that I have a competition coming up just in a few weeks now. It's on the 26th of February down here in Galway at GSP Gym. But I also have a competition coming up a few weeks after that, which is up in Derry, and it's on the 20th of March. Now, some of you will know that I did a competition in the same gym, MK Fitness in Derry, and that was in June of last year, and it was the Ireland's Strongest Novice competition. It's not that title this year, however, it's another really good competition. I'm really glad to be doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through that competition now. I'm going to go through the different events that I will face on the day. So at this competition, there's 20 competitors, including myself. There is no body weight limit, so it doesn't matter what body weight anybody is, we're all in against each other. So it's the strongest person wins. Just on a side note, at the same venue on the same day, Ireland's Strongest Novice Strong Woman is going on. So this is the top strong woman in Ireland, or novice strong woman in Ireland, will be going on this day, and I will try and get a lot of the footage up for that. Some fantastic athletes turn up to that. So getting back to my own events, we're starting off with an axle deadlift for reps. Now again, back in June I did a normal barbell deadlift for reps. You'll see the clip up on the screen here, but this time it's an axle bar. So you will have seen this in my training videos recently. It is a little bit tougher than the normal standard barbell that a lot of you will have used. It's a thicker grip. You can't get your hands the full way around. However, straps and figure eight straps will be allowed, so that's what I'll be using. Now the only other difference is, because the bar is that bit thicker, it's pushed a little bit further out in front of you, so it's a little bit further from the shins, which again makes it a little bit harder on the lift. Now it is for reps, so again it's not like your max deadlift, it's just pushing out the endurance, which you'll have seen in my training recently. So the next event is a press medley. So we've got 3 moves in this. The first one being a barbell, which we're bringing from the ground to an overhead press. Second one is the log press, which again you will have seen in my training quite a bit. And then we finish off again with a heavier barbell. Now the barbell move, this is a bit of a strange one. You don't normally see a barbell, sort of a clean and press for want of a better word, in a strongman event. There's not a huge amount of it. Usually it's an axle bar or a log press. So this is a little bit different. It's a little bit of an Olympic style move that I've had to incorporate into my training. It's great to be forced to do something like this, so you can't really complain, but it's not one of the normal events you will see in a press medley. So on to event number 3, which is the weight carrying medley. Now I'm basing this quite a lot on last June's competition, where it's a 20-meter run. We don't have that confirmed yet, but I would imagine, being at the same gym, it'll probably be the same setup. So it's going to be a farmer's walk to start with, 20 meters. We'll be running, preferably with it. Then I'm going to be running back, picking up a Husafell stone, and again running the 20 meters, dropping that, and running back to pick up a sandbag to finish off. These moves usually are my strongest. The weight carrying is where I really push through on the strongman moves, so I've got a lot of hope going into this event. The next one up after that is event number 4, which is the Yoke Walk for distance. Again, last June, you will see I was doing 240 kg on a yoke walk. It was just for that 20 meters. I had a really good speed. I was towards the top of the results with that. So again, it's one of my stronger ones. This is for distance, so it's shaken up a little bit. And again, it's really working on that endurance, but it is one that I'm fairly comfortable with. I say that, touch wood, that I'm not jinxing myself here. Then we're on to the last event, which is the Sandbag Over the Bar for reps. Not too sure on the height of the bar here. Usually it's about 4 foot high. That's pretty much the standard. And again, this is one that's fairly alright for me. One of the hardest parts with a sandbag over the bar is the pick. And as you'll have seen with my sandbag runs or sandbag carries, the pick doesn't really cause me a huge amount of problems, so I should do okay with this. I haven't done this particular move in competition before. I've done Atlas stones over bar, but not sandbag over the bar, so it's hard to know how I'll actually do on the day until I actually do it. So that's the 5 events that I'm going to be up against. I'm really excited for that competition. Again, it is only a few weeks after this one coming up in Galway, but it's one that I think I can do really well in, and I'm got a good bit of confidence going into it. So again, touching wood all over the place just to make sure that I'm not jinxing myself, I hope. So we'll be trying to get all the footage of the different events on the day. I will hopefully be live streaming it as well. Same as the one in Galway coming up. So hopefully you'll be able to join me for that. I will give you more details closer to the time, because it's fairly rare that you get a full live stream of any strongman competitions, especially for free. Normally you're paying Giants Live and different companies for streaming, and although it's totally worth it, don't get me wrong, it is totally worth it, but it's nice to see these events without having to pay a huge amount of money for them. So comment down below what you think of the events. Let me know if you've done any of these events before. I would be really interested to hear. And a few of my YouTube family have got back to me and actually started saying that they are doing their first strongman competition, or just that they're starting to train some strongman, which is really exciting for me. I actually really love to hear that. So again, comment down below if you have started any of your strongman moves. I would love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like the video, subscribe, share it if you can, and I'll see you in the next one.